Hello, welcome to the Cognizant Crone. Okay, she got to get comfortable though. She got to get comfy. I should have done that before. Whatever. Anyway, hey, glad you're here. We're on day 6 of the 365-day vlog challenge. So, yeah, we're on day 6, and I'm pretty impressed with myself that I've even made it through 6 days. I think that's pretty good. I'm impressed. I pat myself on the back. All right, so, so welcome to the Cognizant Crone. If you're new, if this is your first time here, hey, welcome. Just chatting about life in general from a spiritual perspective or spiritual stuff. We're gonna kind of just roll with it and see what happens. And today, I had 2 topics in mind that I was gonna do together, but they're so big and beautiful and wonderful that I thought they need their own day. So today, we are going to talk about motivation. Oh yeah, don't click off. Come on, it's January. It's like, after day 1, we're in that mode of let's wipe the slate clean, right? So what do you need? You need motivation. You need motivation. Who doesn't, right? I do, all day, every day. This is what I'm going to talk about right now. So today, here's my story about motivation for today. So this morning, and if you've seen some of my past videos, I try to walk outside every day, right? And now here in Prince Edward Island, it is winter and it is stupid cold, and I hate that. So I don't want to go out and walk, but I do. And check out my video. I'll link it at the end, the one that's about I don't want to. It's a good one. You'll like it. You'll like that one too. So anyway, so this morning I didn't walk yesterday. Yesterday was like super cold. It wasn't a good day, and I had a bunch of stuff to do and whatever. So I thought, okay, you know what? I won't go today, but I'll go tomorrow. My intention is there, right? So I got up this morning. I looked at the temperatures. I'm like, I don't know about this. I don't know. Wasn't very motivated, right? And then I thought about it. And it's like, okay, what happens if you don't go? This is the key. If you're not motivated to do something, ask yourself, what is the consequence of me not doing this? Seriously, and it doesn't have to be big. So I'll go back to my story. So this morning, like I said, I looked at the weather because I got to look at the wind. I'm on a tiny island. It's always windy here, right? So I'm like, I got to see what the wind gusts are, because if they're over 50, it's like, oof, especially if the temperature's low, right? In the minus Celsius. So I looked, I think the wind chill was minus 14 or 15. I'm like, that's on the cusp of, I don't know. But I bundle up really good. Like, my gear is awesome, so I don't even feel the cold hardly. But the wind, the wind gusts were 48 kilometers an hour. And I'm tying this into motivation, right? There's a reason for my stories. So anyway, so the wind gusts were 48. Well, that's a lot windier than it has been. And I thought, well, maybe not. And I thought, okay, well, let's take a look at, as the morning goes on, because I like to go in the morning. And I thought, well, let's see what the rest of the morning looks like. And then the wind gusts, like the next hour was like 61, and the next one was 74 or something. I'm like, no, go put your boots on, like, seriously. And I just did it. One, the motivation for me was, you never know when you're not going to be able to get out again. Right? And I'm talking weather-wise, right? So I'm saying to myself, I'm like, it's going to get worse during the day. You're definitely not going to want to go later. And because I didn't go yesterday, I'm like, do you want 2 days with no walk outside? Because I don't know your experience, but let me tell you, in the world of movement, exercise, whatever you want to call it, when you are on a roll or you have like a good pace going from day to day, you might miss a day, not such a big deal. You miss 2 days, it's even harder to get back on track. You miss 3 days, the more days you miss in between, the harder it is to get back at it. It's going back to that I don't want to think we talked about the other day. So like I said, if you haven't seen that, I'm going to link it at the end of this video. There'll be a little picture for the video thumbnail somewhere down here at the end of this video. So motivation, like I said, you know, I really started thinking about it this morning. And then it was the realization of it's more of the consequence of it. Like, let me rephrase that. How do I say it? It's more the consequence of not performing the action that is the motivator. It's almost like negative reinforcement, which, okay, it works, right? But motivation can come from so many things, right? It could be like for me this morning, and I'm not saying this is my motivating factor in every single thing I do in my life. No, but it was the motivating factor this morning. Now, something else might be, you know, another thing is I haven't painted in a while. I'm an artist, like, new, self-taught. I'm very good, but it's fun and really helps me to focus. And it's a great way to unwind. And I haven't painted or sketched or anything in a while, a couple days. So I'm like, you know what? I should get back into that too. And the reinforcement for that, the motivation for that wasn't negative. And I still have to do, I'll probably do it this evening, is more of, I'm going to feel good because of it, right? And of course, walking outside, I'm going to feel good too. But that wasn't as motivating as you're going to be skipping 2 days instead of 3. Do you see what I'm saying? What factors motivate you in the moment? In the moment, because it's not always going to be the same. Make sure you have like an arsenal of motivation factors. So if what normally would motivate you isn't working one day, you really have to think about, okay, what's another way I can motivate myself? It's almost like tricking your brain a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? So motivation is one of those things that it's almost better when motivation comes internally rather than from external forces. It's a decision that you have to make for yourself, almost. Like you decide when that motivation comes. I hope that makes sense the way I say that, right? So like I said, this morning, I was motivated because I didn't want to fall behind. And then it would be even harder to get out walking every day. It doesn't matter how much you enjoy it sometimes too. Or even like the painting thing, right? Even the painting thing. Oh my God, I think I just had a deja vu. I think I just had a deja vu. That's wild. I love when those happen. Anyway, like even with painting, right? The motivation comes from different places. And every time I paint or any kind of craft, like especially if you do any kind of craft, whether, you know, you do woodworking or you sew or you bake or you knit or you draw or whatever, right? What motivates you? If you're doing things to improve your health, whether it's diet, exercise, whatever, what motivates you? And like I said, make sure you kind of have a backup plan for the motivation because it really does help. Like I just said, this morning, the motivation was coming from negative reinforcement. Oh, do you want to like be 2 days behind? Instead of, you know, you're going to feel better once you walk back inside the house and you've gone for your 25-minute walk, right? Just depends on the day and the time. The more motivating factors is not the right word, but I think you understand where I'm going with this. The more motivating factors you have kind of tucked away in your brain for different things, like that will help you even more when you're not feeling motivated, right? Because the question is, what's the consequence of me not doing this? On the flip side of that, maybe what you need to do is ask, what is the consequence of me doing it? That's the positive side. That's the positive reinforcement. So they are both good. One isn't better than the other. They're just both different tools that you can use. And it depends on where you are, right? In your head space and your heart space in that moment. So I'm going to leave it there. Motivation. What motivates you? What tricks, tips, secrets, whatever do you have? Share them, because this is the kind of stuff that we all need to share with each other. So if it's something around a particular topic, whether it's weight loss or cooking or cleaning the house or walking or exercising or whatever, put it down there. It's so good for us to share, so then we all can come up with different tips and tricks when we're all looking for motivation. So I would love for you to do that. I would also love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment. All of that stuff really helps the channel. I really want to get this channel going. I'd love to help as many people as possible. Also, if you're still here, I do have another channel. That one's a little more fun. It's Nancy Richmond Tarot. I'll put a link below so you can check it out if you want to. And that's where I do monthly tarot readings by astrology sign, right? By zodiac signs. Just fun. I do monthly. Sometimes I do more. I haven't been doing anything on the channel for a while, but just started ramping it up. I think, you're not going to see the new ones yet. The new videos for, I start with Capricorn, then do Aquarius, will be out, I think, tomorrow, day 7. So stay tuned, look for that, but go over and subscribe and check out, past videos to see what my style is like, because, it's always fun. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and we will see you tomorrow, day 7. Bye.